Today on Trump the Internet, which by the way is, I think, the greatest channel on YouTube, they all made it like it was be so difficult for Trump to compete with these YouTube influencers. Please, they're nothing. They're even easier to defeat than the Republicans in 2016. So today's video is something called an unboxing. This is very popular. Nobody's ever done one like this though. And what I figured is, with Sleepy Joe Biden doing so terribly, don't believe the polls. Currently I'm running at 90% in the Trump family poll. Only Mary Trump and maybe Melatonin, my wife, are currently picking Sleepy Joe. So the Trump family poll has me running away with this thing in 2020. But Sleepy Joe, who would be a total failure for the country, he's in the pocket of China, just like his son. China owns the Bidens. So I thought for the unboxing, just to prove how great and strong and made in the USA that I am, I would do an unboxing from the Trump store where we sell many luxurious goods and show how all those things are made in the USA. Unlike Joe Biden's whole career and Hunter Biden, where is Hunter, by the way? I'm going to show that I make in the USA great products, and that just proves that my loyalty is to this country. So we got a box from the Trump store full of luxurious goods, and I'll show it to you real quick. This is the box. As you see, it says handle with care, but somebody didn't handle it with care. The postal, well, it was U.S. Postal Service, and I guess they don't like being called failed losers all the time by me in debates and press conferences. But it's fragile, handle with care, because there's so much, precious cargo in this box, luxurious goods. Great, luxurious, and it's today. They sent it today. I could have done overnight, but I didn't want to spend all that money, even though I have a tremendous amount of wealth. So, we're going to open it up. We're going to use a box cutter. Okay, we got the box cutter. It's a little tough, I give credit to those guys on 7-Eleven. The box cutters, they're not as easy to get open as you'd think. And we cut through it very tough, very easy, I tell you, Sleepy Joe would probably have cut himself with a box cutter. And now we cut it on the sides. You gotta get, you can't just do the tape on one side. You gotta get all the tape, all the tremendous tape. And we gotta just cut a little they take, they protect the Trump store merchandise very strongly, so you gotta really cut okay, we got the tape open. And now we're unboxing, and I'm gonna show you everything. This is gonna be one take, okay, just like the rapper JP, the one, he's married to Beyonce. This guy, I'm not a fan, he's friends with Obama, but he dealt drugs. Not a lot of people know that, but I'm not a fan. JP, the rapper, well, I'm going to do it in one take. They're going to call this JT or DJT. That's, I get one more initial. The Trump store, we got the list, a lot of items, tremendous amount of items because there's so many great items. And look, everybody thinks we're nasty people. Look at that. Thanks to you from the Trump store. It's a thank you. 20% off Trump Winery. Okay, so if any alcoholics out there like wine but wish it was a little even better, Trump Winery, 20% off. It's a good deal. Okay, and now we have great packing materials, very strong packing materials. We've got, don't you like this stuff? I wish I had had this for the great Trump ASMR. Well, we make tougher bubbles than most places. Tougher bubbles. So the first thing we have is the Trump Hotel's 3-bar soap set. The 3-bar soap set. I tell you, look at this. 3-bar soap. Made in the USA. How about that? Great soaps made in the USA. Now we have the Trump Bronx hat. The great Trump Bronx hat. You see this? Because I have a golf course in the Bronx, the non-Puerto Rican part. And it's a beautiful hat, and made in Bangladesh, which I think is, I think that's in Queens. There's a lot I've seen. Made in Bangladesh, okay, Bronx, Bangladesh. I think it's maybe a neighborhood in the Bronx. So we've got the soap made in the USA and the Bronx hat made in Bangladesh, because I think that's, it's a strong part of the US. And we get, well, now we know, we love our military. This is the Trump military hat. Okay, bone spurs sold separately. And you keep the sticker on so the blacks like you. And it's cotton, which is great. We love cotton. Tom Cotton, by the way, great senator. And the U.S. military camouflage Trump hat is made in Bangladesh. So we've got a good relationship going. We should visit that factory. Mike, you want to visit the Bangladesh factory? Just find out what part of America Bangladesh is. You think they bang? It's, because Bangladesh. Who's Ladesh and why is he banging so much? So we've got two great hats, both made right in the USA, in Bangladesh, USA. And now we get to a beautiful item. Look at this guy. This is the Trump teddy bear, the Trump teddy bear. Do we like the Trump teddy bear? This is for if you've got a little girl or a little boy that is scared of blacks and wants a teddy bear to keep them company, you get them the Trump teddy bear. It's a beautiful thing. Recommended for children ages 3+. So every one of Jeff Epstein's dates could have enjoyed this. That's a beautiful thing. That's why we made it 3 and up. Any lower and it might not have made the cut. And I gotta tell you, it's made, where in the USA is it made? It's made in a little country called China. China. Well, a lot of business works. Sometimes you have to make things in China. It's the way of the world. We don't want to make a lot of stuff in China. But, the Trump teddy bear. It's a Chinese bear. He should have been a panda bear, I guess. But, okay, so one thing in China. It's no big deal. We're not really worried about that. We've got such a great box of beautiful materials. Oh, well, you gotta love the Adidas, a great American brand. So it's a 2XL because I'm thick, as the kids say, I'm thick. But we got a beautiful Adidas sort of long sleeve polo. And it's a beautiful shirt. Feels very nice. And look at that. Not made in what part of the USA is it made in? We're looking in the tag. Made in Vietnam. Made in Vietnam, USA. Some people would say, oh, that's not made in America. But what if we might still have POWs who are still trapped in Vietnam working in this factory. So it could be made by the USA. That's better than a lot of people think. I respect our POWs that are still making sweatshop materials. Okay, not John McCain. He's sweating a lot more because you know where he is. But made in Vietnam, hopefully by a POW, because we always want to make American when we can. So as you see, we have the soap. We got USA soap. Don't ever forget that. We make great shea butter. Shea butter, is that for the blacks? So that's all we've made. So basically we've made soap for black Americans so far, but we're doing great. We got other great products. Beautiful products, I tell you. We got, talk about luxury goods. Luxury goods. The cigar glass, the Trump cigar glass. That's when you are a real man, and you want your brown liquor with a cigar, you get this. This is a beautiful piece of glassware. They call it glassware. And it opens, I knew that. It opens like this, and, it gives you tips on how to get drunk and drive home later. Look at that. It's got a nice cigar. It looks, nobody cleaned this thing. It's kind of dirty. But it's got a nice little cigar hole for you, or you can put other things in there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And let's see where this great Trump glass, the great Trump cigar glass, is made. What part of the USA? Made in China. It's made in China. Which, as I said before, when you're doing great business, China is gonna be involved. You don't want them involved, but you can't cut them out entirely. So every so often you come up with a couple of products that are made there, and that's okay. That's okay. But as you see, we've got the soap. The soap was made in the USA, and that's a beautiful. And by the way, it's made with virgin olive oil. Okay, so we tried to do as many tributes to Jeff Epstein as we could when designing our products. So It's a great soap. Don't ever forget, the soap was made in the USA. You know, the shirts, the hats, the teddy bear, the cigar glass. You know, possibly made by some people with connections to the USA maybe one day. And then we've got, of course, look at this. What person wouldn't want this? It's the Trump coin bank, made of solid plastic. Gold colored, though, great gold coloring. So where is this? It says it's not a toy. It's important. Don't give it to the kids. It's for the adult who likes having a piggy bank that says Trump on it, but it's not for kids. And where is it? Where is this beautiful? Look at this. Is this not high quality? Look at this. This is solid quality gold plastic. And you just put the, you ever see this? You put the coin in and it goes clink, and then all of a sudden you got a place to store great coins. And where was this made? Where was this great? What part of America did we make the gold coin bank? And it says right here in small letters, so you can almost not see it, made in China. So we got a gold coin. Well, you know, the Chinese, they do some good products, but I tell you, nobody's beholden to the Chinese. Maybe Joe Biden would like this for himself or for Hunter Biden, because nobody loves China more than the Bidens. And I tell you, I could give them all this stuff that got made in China. Or Vietnam, which is basically sort of angry China with a tan, you know, so maybe the Bidens would like that stuff. We'll see what happens. Okay, so a couple of products, but oh man, I tell you, I can't wait to wash with this great American soap, this great made in the USA soap. Don't ever forget that I make the soap in the USA, the great USA. Now we have something. It says Smathers and Bronson on it. Smathers and Bronson. And what? Oh, it's very fancy. Oh, let me tell you something. If there's the military flask. It's a military Trump flask. You gotta like the military Trump flask. You know, when you're a veteran with a drinking problem, but you want to show that you can hide it in the jungle. If you want to hide your drinking problem in a fancy way while you're in the middle of the jungle, you get the old Trump flask. And I tell you, it's perfectly made. It's, what part of America? Handmade. It's not Handmaid's Tale, although sometimes you like to have, that we call it Handmaid's Tale sex, but that's for another video. Handmade in Vietnam. It was, because this is, if you look at it, it makes sense. This was probably made by one of our POWs in Vietnam. That's why they got the camouflage so right. So it's a beautiful thing if you want to drink your alcohol, but in a sort of secretive, classy way while in the jungle. This will blend right in. So your military flask, celebrating the USA and Trump, made in Vietnam. So don't forget, we got the soap. We've got great USA soap. Because isn't the soap, unlike the other, I don't know, 10 products I've shown you that are made in China and Vietnam, which, as I said, is basically angry China with a tan. Soap is touching your body. And that's the most important thing. So it's good that we made the soap in the USA, because that's actually touching your body. The other stuff, you put on your body, or give your kid the Trump bear, who cares if it's made in China? It's made of 100% polyester, so at least, it's a quality material. So it's a beautiful thing. We're doing so well with the US. We love our troops. Well, now, okay, you gotta love this. The classic money clip. The classic money clip. Let's get this out. That was strong. Rip that open with great strength. Is that not glass? That's a Trump money clip. That's a Trump money clip right there. And, let's see where it looks like somebody blocked out where it was made. So we're going to call that made in the USA. That's how it goes. If it doesn't say where it was made, we go, well, it's in the USA, so we're going to say it was made in the USA. Somebody sort of scratched out where it was made. So we're counting this with the soap. We got the Trump money clip, probably, and the great American Trump soap. Who cares about all this, Okay, so what? You got a glass, you got hats, Bangladesh hats that say Bronx and military, Chinese bears, Chinese plastic banks, Vietnamese war flask. Who cares? when you have great American Trump soap. And we're not done. We're not done. We're very generous at the Trump places. And I tell you what, we got, well, this says it's discontinued, so maybe that's we got body lotions, okay? When Melania's alone, maybe she wants to use some body lotions, and we've got body wash. Is this not fancy? Is this not the fanciest thing you've ever seen? And it says, well, it's from the Trump National Doral, so at least at some point it landed in America. And, it doesn't say where it's made, but it smells like Russian prostitutes, so it's, I don't know if it's made in Russia, but it's, you know what? We're going to count this as made in the USA, because whenever it doesn't say anything, the money clip, wherever that is, and I think that's it. So how about that? You've got Sleepy Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden, okay? Look, we're done with the box. You got Sleepy Joe Biden, beholden to China. You got his nasty son Hunter Biden, who's a total failure, doing mysterious things, making money from China, making money from Burisma. Remember this? The company he worked for, Burisma. And meanwhile, your president has beautiful these are discontinued. Okay, so they're discontinued. So it doesn't really matter where they were made. But I've got lotions that were made somewhere. Okay, but I don't think China, so that's better than Biden. Only a few products from China, like basically, I love America so much that these $3 bars of soap could only be made in America. Okay, Joe Biden, I bet you he wouldn't use this soap. I bet you he wouldn't like to use that great Trump American soap. I'm going to use it tonight. It says here, prone to cause rash. Well, you know what? It's not for everybody. It's only for very patriotic skin. So, made in America soap, and just a couple of products made elsewhere. So as you can see, the Trump store is very patriotic, okay? And you know what I like to do? We put a nice Trump hat and a nice military flask, and this is a bear that, despite his Chinese origins, I consider him an American, because when you wear a Bangladesh hat, a Vietnamese flask, and a Chinese robe, that adds up to great patriotism. So thank you, Trump Bear, or whatever language I don't speak Chinese, but we'll see what happens. So thank you, everybody. All these great gifts, if you're a patriot, can be purchased at the Trump store. So go to the Trump store and find yourself all these made in America goods. Soap, you'll find the soap there, and many other products that are very popular. So until next time, they say smash the subscribe button, okay? And I like that because it's stronger than click. I was saying click, now I'm saying smash. And I don't think anybody's ever said smash before. So take your computer keyboard and bash it across the monitor to subscribe, and we'll see what happens.